Michael Glenn led his East Coast Fusion New York 17 and under AAU team to the Hoop Group's West Virginia Jamfest 2009 on the campus of the University of West Virginia in Morgantown. Over 240 of the top AAU teams in the U.S. and Canada competed in pool and tournament play over 3 days during this NCAA Live period. After going 1-1 in the second place pool play, East Coast Fusion earned a spot in the silver playoff bracket. First round, Michael got his team focused, and after the tip-off, he took over early with this nice pull-up jumper from 15 feet. He continued his assault with a series of post moves, along with this drive, as well as a left-handed scoop shot in the paint. He also helped his team control the board with strong rebounding and defense. Here he steals an inbounds pass and puts it right back in for the score. East Coast Fusion took the lead into halftime 36-26. In the second half, as Michael prepares to check in, he gets ready to keep the pressure on the opposing team. Here he drains a 10-foot stop and pop jumper in transition. East Coast Fusion controlled the offensive boards. Here Michael puts back in a miss from one of his teammates. Next is a nice assist to another teammate, creating opportunities for his team. Here he goes coast to coast and finds his teammate streaking to the basket for an easy deuce. Here he's fouled on a drive and a flush, and after hitting two free throws, he extends East Coast Fusion's lead. Shot. Next, a couple of back-to-back three-pointers breaks open the lead for East Coast Fusion. Here Michael almost completes this spectacular drive as he evades the defender and gets into the paint. Finally, Michael finishes off the opposition with a steal and a dunk. Spectacular two-handed throwdown at the end of the game. After taking his seat, they finish off the opposition. The final score, East Coast Fusion 84, the opponent 62. Michael ends up with 28 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 blocks, 5 steals as they roll to the victory. In the second round, East Coast Fusion had a defensive battle on their hands, and Michael did his part by creating steals and getting rebounds and key possessions in order to keep his team in the game. Here he rebounds and pushes the ball up. Next, he gets a steal and knocks it off his opponent in order to secure the possession. The offense loosened up a little bit later. Michael gets the pull up here at the elbow and knocks down a nice jumper, and then gets an acrobatic layup in the paint for 2 more. In the second half, the defense continued, and Michael gets the block here, and the possession is retained by East Coast Fusion as they push it up. Offense finally loosened up again, and 5 minutes left in the game, Michael heated up and scored 14 points down the stretch, starting with this 3, and then a drive down the lane to finish it off. Here he gets a rebound, pushes it up through 3 defenders, and lays the ball in for 2 more points. As the opposing team needed the foul, Michael gets fouled here and nearly converts on the layup, but knocks down 1 out of 2 here. He'll miss the first shot, but makes the second and gives East Coast Fusion a 4 2-point lead with seconds left in the game. Now the opponents will come down and score and then steal the inbound play and converts on the layup and gets the foul. Free throw here would give them a 1-point lead, but it's missed. Michael secures the rebound, and off we go into overtime. It's a 2-minute overtime period, and after the tip, the opposing team scores, but here comes Dylan Sherwood for a 3-point play. He makes the bucket here. He'll convert on the free throw, and it's tied up again. And we go into a second overtime, 1-minute overtime period. After the tip, they'll play defense and secure the rebound. Michael secures a key rebound here for a final possession. After holding it for one shot, Casey Shin drives the lane and misses the layup, but Dylan Sherwood comes through and tips the ball in. And that would be the game winner, as East Coast Fusion wins the game in double overtime, 70-68. Michael ends up with 19 points, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 4 steals. In the quarterfinal round, the East Coast Fusion ran into a buzzsaw against the highly touted New England Players, which featured several highly recruited prospects. Georgetown's John Thompson Jr. seen here watching one of his players in action. And it was all New England players as they jumped out early here on the tip, finish off with the bucket. They never looked back in this game. Michael contributed what he could in the first half, this nice turnaround jumper in the paint. In the second half, he gets a post up and gets a nice turnaround fade on the baseline. Catches his beautiful alley-oop from a teammate and finishes strong in traffic. Next he adds a step-back 3 as he tries valiantly to keep his team in the game. Here he finishes strong with a drive down the lane and then battles for the rebound with a 7-footer. As East Coast Fusion fought hard to stay in this game, but it wasn't quite enough as they fell to the New England Players 70-38. Michael finishes the game with 13 points, 2 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 2 steals. For the entire playoffs, Michael finished with an average of 20 points, 4.7 rebounds, 1.3 assists, 2 blocks, and 4 steals per game. His next stop, he'll be going to Notre Dame Prep in Fitchburg, Massachusetts, September 2009.